Well, let's try this again. God almighty. Come on. Let's see what kind of speed test we get now. Can't be worse than it was before, right? Can't be worse than it was before. It's probably going to be worse. Watch. Holy shit, look how fast that fucker's going now. 30. All I had to do was reset it. Man. Bro, look. Legit, this is one of those things where you go, don't be a cheap ass, bro. Why are you being a cheap ass? Don't be a cheap ass. Just buy the nicer internet. Nah, Keith. I'm a cheap ass. I'm not buying the nicer internet. Better than it was. So, anyway, 400 meg coming on Tuesday or Monday. So, because I got the cheap internet and I was an asshole for that, I pay for my sins. Okay? I pay for my sins. When I mess up, I fess up to it. Maybe I just wanted a shot. Whew. All right. Shit, what did I do? All right, back up, Keith. There we go. All right. So, let's get back to our replay that we were doing that I so perfectly ruined. And we're already done with it. So I'll do a new replay here. All right. Where were we? That's too far back. Was it this one? I don't remember which one I was doing. I think it was this one. Yeah, I guess it was this one. Is this the big dip? That's June. That's where we're pulling fibs from. Is this the big nasty dip? Yeah, this is the big nasty dip. Okay. I think it's a little bit easier to pull an XRP one. Yeah, I think that'd be easier. Let's do an XRP one. I think that'll, for everyone, be a little nicer. We'll start about here. Pick up right back where we left off. We see it bottom out. We watch it. This fucker goes way down here, and we think, gosh, is that the bottom? We pull a fib set on it, and we start watching. Man, have we hit the bottom? How far are we going to go? We don't know yet. Well, so we just watch. Looks like we got 50 rejected right here. Yep, we got 50 rejected right there. That means downward continuation. Same thing on the top. If we come down and hit the 50 on the top and go back up, that's a 50 continuation. That's great. All right, so we're rolling. We're going sideways. We're flirting. See, look here, we're flirting with this 382 line, but we're not breaking it yet. We're moving sideways. And I bet you if we looked at Bollinger Bands, these bands would be tightening. And when the bands tighten like that, that means that we're building momentum and we're going to make a move. So we're still flirting with the 382 line. We got a pivot right here. Pivot line's acting as resistance. So we'll give it a second here and see what happens. Bam, just like that. In one day, son of a bitch shot straight up past the 50, which would have been our continuation down fib. So we've essentially erased that. That's great. At that point, we went up to R1, which was the next resistance line. We slapped that. That also just happened to be... What the hell is this? I didn't click on Discord. That happened to be the 886 line. Interesting. So we got rejected at the 886. We broke the 786 and we fell back under, okay? So that would have been the 75% thing, right? That's why it's not 100%. That's why it's only 75%. Okay? Par for the course. You don't always hit every home run. So, we've seen this down. We've gotten rejected right here. We could probably pull one from the top here down, but let's just let it play out for a second and see, okay? All right, looks like we've hit a bottom, so we can pull a new fib. Pull from the top, down. Oh, hit the wrong button. And we'll let it roll for a second and see what happens here. We hit play. Man, holy shit, look at that. In one day, straight to 1618, perfectly. Look at that. It was so fast I couldn't even stop it. From here down, went straight up to 1618 and hit it. From there, we could pull one from here down, and let's measure this one and see if it did right. From here, which is this point, down to the lowest wick, which is this point right here, and up. Looks like we did a 1272 or a 1414. Nice. We hit 2 target boxes. I like it. And from there, we fell back down. Target complete. Let's measure another one. So we have from the top. We're always reading from left to right. From the top, down to the lowest wick. All right, so now we're stuck under the 50. We're flirting with it right here. We threw a doji. See what happens. We play. Oh my goodness. Dumpy Dupperson happened right there. Look at that. Ooh, nasty one. So far that we can actually measure it and see how far it went down. Now that we had a retracement, we can measure this and see, was this a nice clean retracement, okay? The lowest wick to the left, up. Looks like we had a nice clean 618 with a couple wicks. 618 retracement, and it started its way back up. Nice. That's a good, solid retrace. Nothing you can really complain about, okay? This is what we're currently doing on Bitcoin on the weekly chart. You can't really complain about it. It's just standard run-of-the-mill retracement, okay? Nothing you can do about it. Now that we've got this top here and this bottom here, we can pull a new one and measure it. What's up, Nick? Sorry about the shitty Wi-Fi, dude. We should be good to go now, though. From the top to the bottom. It went really fast. Why were we worried about XRP at this point? You talking about from the time that I'm measuring right now, or just me in general right now? I'm just using this as an example chart of how fib retracement changes around and shows you target points. That was the whole point in this. I don't really care about XRP right now. I'm just using it because the chart is as I've said before, excuse me, the XRP chart is probably the most technical chart of all of them. The technicality points are so sharp most of the time that I can hit a target really close. And the fib retracements and the resistance lines kind of help me hit those points just so. So I'm just using that as an example. I've already got my target set for XRP. I know where I'm going with it. That's why I did the last video about. Oh, okay, yeah, bro. Listen, family shit. You ain't got to tell me. Mine went to bed, so she checked out. She took a bath and went to bed, and she's like, I'm going to bed. Okay. I'm going to go stream. So, top to bottom, we've come up. Looks like we got rejected a little bit at the 50 right here. Next candle went up to the 618. We got rejected up here at 72, dancing around, sitting on top of R2. So it's sitting on support right here. We like that. That's a good sign. We'll hit play. Give it a second. Oh, look at here. We're making moves. Holy shit. Look at that move there. Let me slide this bitch over some. Look at that move. Goodness gracious. From the top to the bottom. It did its perfect little step up move, 786 straight through it, hit R1 on the bottom, bounced, but the very next candle pulled over top, all the way to R2, bounced. Very next candle, that was 1272. You could have took some profits right there. Are you paying attention? Next candle shoots all the way up to 1618. You never ever want to build a box super small like this. Okay? You're rarely going to hit your target perfectly if you do that. I always build the boxes a little bigger. And I usually base it on resistance lines that I draw. Sometimes if there's no resistance lines there, I'll draw it smaller. Sometimes if there's a pivot point there, I'll include the pivot point in my box. So for example, let's say that I thought R3 was going to work. I don't really care about this example, but I would put a box like this and say, this is my target. From the 1618 to this pivot point, anything in here is my target. Now, that doesn't always work, but that's just one example. I do that often, though, because price action happens. Price action of candles dancing around and changing, that happens. You can't control that. So you want to get as close as you can. Draw your target box, hit your box, get out. Use your 3 retracement line points as points to take your profit and be happy about it. So we've seen this one run an almost perfect one. We can hit play again and watch it roll some more. Look at there. The next candle, smack dead 168. God, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. A perfect fib out again. Like I've said, the most technical chart that there is. Smack dead on the number. Let's erase this one because it's complete. Okay? We've took our money out. We hit 1618. We got our money out. We're good. So we watch it run for a second and wait. We let it capitulate. We let it do its thing. We've already got our money out. We've decided, hey man, just give it a minute. Bitch immediately wicks down to R2 right here and hits it and bounces. That's a good sign. Caught support. We watch it a little bit. Whoa. What the hell? We would have missed out, wouldn't you? Okay? Would have missed out. Look how high this thing went. Look how high it went. What happened? Our TA didn't work. Isn't this interesting? One candle, all the way up. Bam, 1618. And the next candle shot up. Well, what happened to technical analysis? Why didn't it work? When I see things like this happen, I start to wonder, why? Why did this happen? Why did it go past my target boxes? What did I miss? Okay? What did I miss? Why did it do that? I don't know. So let's go to the weekly and have a gander real quick, right? All right. So it turns out that there's a trend line. You know, something like so. Those t-shirt graphics in the back of the tank. Oh, I know, bro. I'm super tickled about the posters. Super tickled about the posters, man. The posters were way cooler than I thought they would be. I got to iron them out a little bit more and get them flatter. You know, whatever. The posters look great. The packaging, a little bit to be desired on the packaging. Oh, yeah, this is almost exactly what we're talking about. Exactly. 17 to 32 in a month. And not only did it go 17 to 32 in a month, but it went a very technical path to that. And that's what I'm explaining, okay? This didn't just pump. It never does. It always goes in a very controlled and orderly manner, okay? That's the key to this whole thing I'm talking about here. There's always a method behind the madness in a chart. Always. No matter how wild it looks, there's a method to it. So now that we've looked at the weekly and we see that there's a trend line here, okay, we would have started, first of all, from the monthly. And we would have worked down and we would have had this trend line already drawn. And if you're not sure about that trend line, you can just ask someone in the group and they'll say, well, here's a picture of my trend line. And you draw one and you go, man, I'm pretty close to that. I think I'm agreeing with your line, or you can agree with mine, or we're both agreeing that they're both either close, whatever. You got this line. You're watching closely, okay? You're watching closely. You're hawk-eyeing this shit, okay? You're getting close to the line. Be careful. All right. So we had this move that went past our 1618, and it kind of came all the way up here. Doesn't fully make sense. It's weird. Don't get it. Well, if we go back to the weekly real quick, I should have done this first. Hang on. Whoop. Clicking buttons. All right. We had a line from here actually, let's do this. Let's go to the monthly like we would have done it to begin with. There we go. The monthly from the top. Come on, Keith, with the damn mouse buttons, bro. You're killing me. Not financial advice. Yeah, damn right, that's not financial advice. I don't do any financial advice. If you'd like to consult about what you would like to do, I'd be happy to help you. Sure money, do whatever the hell you want, though. In the end, it's sure money, do whatever you want. I'll only lead you to the water. All right. I pulled that way too big. Dial this in a bit. Get it nice and close so everybody can see it really well. Something like that. Let me go back to my daily here. There we go. Now I can see it a little better. All right. So the big lines you hear are a monthly Fibonacci retracement set, the big lines. The small lines are just the daily, okay? So even though I did an odd move right here and broke up and it passed my 1618, we struck the monthly line. We were in between the 50 and the 618. We were in between these two monthly lines. Okay, it's free to move in between these lines. This is why you start on the bigger time frames, okay? It's free to move in this gap right here. The price action is now going to happen in here. Not only that, but we're getting close to a trend line. So the price action immediately goes for a trend line. Top or bottom, above it or below it, it doesn't matter. It goes for the trend line. There's a trend. The chart's going to try to find said trend, okay? That's the way it works. We blew through our line and went all the way up here. So we lost a little profits. Once it crossed 1618, we pulled out. We had our target set. 1618, I'm out. Okay, let's watch and see what happens. Candle, candle. Oh, shit, look at there. We had a technical, beautiful run up coming all the way up here. And right here, it stopped. As soon as it hit 618 monthly, it started dumping on us. Well, what the hell? It was doing great. It was kicking ass and taking names. Again, we had this fib set here. Man, this is killing me. I'm so buying a nicer mouse. Like a $10 one, not a $5 one. Going all out and buying a $10 mouse. All right, as we've said before, when we pass our lines and go beyond our technical points, this 1618 would have been a technical point. We blew all the way up past it up here. Now look where it came back down and stopped at. The very next candle came back down here and stopped where it should have stopped to begin with. The very next set come right back down and stopped where it should have stopped to begin with. Okay, when you see it go past the technical point of your target boxes that you know should have worked, and it goes way up, there's a sign. Okay, get ready. Things are going to happen. Things are weird happening. Pull up a monthly chart. Pull up a weekly chart. Check it. What kind of lines are you hitting? Be careful. Corona though? No. I feel like anything in March has to be it had nothing to do with Corona, brother. Nothing. In fact, the chart should have went up. Okay? If you're going based on theories of why things changed and why things didn't change, an easy evaluation of that is if people aren't at work and they're losing money and they start investing money in other things rather than money because stimulus is coming in and the value of the dollar is getting devalued, well, why wouldn't you go to something that doesn't lose value or is already low in price and can only go up, like a cryptocurrency? However, that didn't happen. Everything went down. Everything went down, which is just more proof positive that it didn't matter. The chart showed you that we hit the trend line, couldn't break it. At the same time that we hit the trend line, we hit a monthly fib line, couldn't break it, immediately got rejected. Immediately got rejected. That's the way it works. Okay, this is February of 20. February. This is where I made $40,000. At this point, right here, I made $40,000. Now, it had nothing to do with Corona. And why I say that is because, again, 94% of this is software trades. If everybody who didn't trade on software trades sold every coin they had, that would be 6%. 6%. We dropped 20%. Obviously, everyone who had coins didn't sell everything. That's not how it works. This is all software bot trades. We went past a technical point. The chart stopped it at a trend line. It couldn't break it, and it reversed down. It's as simple as that. There's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. The news didn't matter. None of it mattered. It was full on 100% technical. It dropped way past where it should have. Now we know we went up here to this point, to the top. I made from this point down here, all the way down here, I bought, I want to say this candle or this one of these two. Okay. And I remember this candle right here scaring me and almost liquidated me, but it didn't. And this candle saved me. And then I had this one pop and this one and this one. All right. $40,000 right here. 40 grand in my pocket. Felt like a baller. Felt like Gordon Gekko. Okay. Felt like I was the man. Yes, because it was a technical retrace, and I'll show you in a second. We didn't break trend line. When you don't break trend and when you test the line and you don't break it, you go the other way. It's as simple as that. We didn't break the trend line. Since we didn't break the trend line, and since our monthly downtrend continued, which I can also show you, when we continued that monthly downtrend, this was part of it. We didn't break the downtrend. We just didn't break it. You have to break a downtrend in order to start a bull run. We have barely broken a downtrend now. Okay, we thought we were breaking this then, but then we were all incorrect because people weren't doing TA, they were doing hopium. I'll explain that to you in a second. Yeah, most charts dropped, almost all of them. A lot of that has to do with Bitcoin dominance. It started in February 15th was the first trend line test, and that's when it started reversing. Okay, so let's just be technical here and measure it and give it a fair shot. So from here up, okay, we did a R2 test, which went past 886. Things are getting real wonky, real twitchy. Let's give it a second and see what happens. Okay, let's just let it breathe for a second here. All right, we're fighting, we're settling on R2 now. We've got a left shoulder, and we've got a head, and we've got a right shoulder. Does this mean down? If it means down, that means we're stopping our uptrend, and we're continuing a downtrend, or we never started an uptrend. Let's see. We're bouncing. Oh, shit, look at that. We made another shoulder. So we had a beautiful head and shoulders right here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, drop. That is a technical drop. That has nothing to do with Ripple dropping news that they partnered with Samsung. That has nothing to do with some fintech company saying they're going to start using the Ripple Ledger. It had nothing to do with Corona. It had nothing to do with any of that. 100% technical drop. Now let's measure that. From the top here to this bottom wick, we came down. Look at here. Here's what I mean. The number one most important fib line in all of fib retracement is the 50 line. Again, I say, when you hit the 50 line coming down and you catch the top of it and go up, so let's say it had have done this, it had it came down, hit this 50 line and bounced up, that's a upward continuation retrace. You would have bounced up. That didn't happen here. We went under it, hit the bottom of it, and could not break it. When that happens, we come down, we hit it, and then we drop again. That's the way a 50 continuation fib works. We can go find that in chart after chart after chart after chart after chart. It doesn't matter. They're all there. Okay? So we saw this 50 continuation fib. We know this was our bottom and this was our new top. Let's pull another fib set to see the next one. Here's our bottom. Here's our top. Could we make an uptrend? Didn't even try it. Immediately dumped. Well, let's go the other direction and see if we can see if it tried to come back up. From the top. God, mouse, dude, do me right. Come on. If I click really hard, it does all right. All right, we went down. We came back up, and looky here. Another 50% retrace. Another one. We came all the way down. We hit the bottom of the 50 and immediately got rejected again, which means more down. Let's see how it plays out. Let's erase this. Hit play. Oh shit, this chart's dumping like crazy, isn't it? Look at that head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder, big time dump. Now, there was still a chance that this thing could hang on. This is still, what do you mean confirmation that it's out of the sandpit? It would have to break 50, hold it, and move up toward the 786 to try to get sniped or break it, okay? That's your 2 points. So you have two ways of confirming, all right? What date was the reversal down? I'm not sure if it was the same date in March. I think March drops were 9/12. These were reference drops. Correct. Are you new on the internet? Absolutely, bro. I just got the internet. I just got it. Another thing about head and shoulders is this neckline right here. You see you got a shoulder, head, shoulder. This is the neckline. When you break the neckline, you're a goner. You're a goner. We broke the neckline. There was still a chance that this thing could hang on. Right here's the bottom. All the way up here, this point is the top. Okay? It's trying to hang on. Look. It's grasping for straws, but it's trying to hang on. It dipped below 786, which was a warning, and pulled back over the top of it. It bounced off of the pivot line right here, which was support. Bounced off, caught the 786. Hey, it happened to be 886 right at the pivot line. That would have been a nice little target. Oh, real quick. When you're looking for targets, here's a thing that KG was talking to me about yesterday. You have three things right here. You have a monthly 236 line, a pivot line. A fib line. You have the pivot line itself. That's the second thing. And if you pulled a fib tracement on this, you've got the 886 line right here. Three things are in the same spot. I can guarantee you that that spot's going to have some action on it. Okay? This is the same thing we found on the Bitcoin gap chart. There's three things at around 9,600. All right? That makes it a logical target. just like this is a logical target. Okay? Just something we noticed real quick. I'll analyze this shit nonstop all day long. I don't tell you anything that I haven't already checked over. That's just the way I'll do it. I'm not going to tell y'all unless I've already looked over it 3 or 4 times and then tried to disprove myself. Okay? I want to be wrong about stuff so that I can learn more. Because I'm not right about everything. I'm just a guy. All right. We're hanging on right here. If we drop below this 786 or this 886, we're a goner. Okay? Let's see what happens. Oh, shit. Look, we're dropping below. Warning. Warning. 75% chance this thing goes south. Let's see. Oh, look, it tried to fight. Still fighting. Still fight. Oh, shit. Look at there. Gone with the wind. So now we have broken 786. We've broken 886, and we've turned south. Let's erase this one. It's goner. Let's see how well we did on trying to break upward. We didn't even make it to the 382 line. It didn't even make it to the 50. It got rejected below the 50 and broke down. Goodness. Begging us to get out. Begging us. Please get out. Please go away. Hey, what's up, Alan, bro? Hey, y'all, this is the new guy, Alan. Talked to him today on Twitter. We had competitive banter back and forth. He's a real cool dude. He don't like hopium. Neither do I. He's got a little bit different take on things. So, happy to have you, bro. If you have any questions or want to know anything, please ask. I don't give a shit what it is. I will answer anything you ask, short of personal questions like how much do I masturbate in the shower? Or something like that. Otherwise, I'll answer whatever you want, bro. I haven't even pulled up the MAs yet. I got them hidden because I just wanted to show the fib retracement. But I guarantee you, I'll just do it real quick. Yeet. We're underneath all the moving averages. That's bad, y'all. That's bad. Okay, so we've seen it break. What's up, Nick? Excuse me. I'm gonna pull this one back up here again so we can see how far it goes. Again, from here up. I'm looking to see how far we retrace down. We've clearly broken our key moments. Our 786 and our 886, the lines have clearly broken. When those lines break, we go south. We've started going south. Let's see how far it goes. Let's hit play and run the replay some more. And son of a bitch, look at there. That's a nasty dip, right? That's the dip of all dips. It hit the one line and failed and immediately took off. And it appears as though it went right by our important fib lines of 1212, 1414, and 1618. Those would have been our target boxes to short. Okay? Now, before we go thinking we didn't do right, let's look at the weekly chart. Because I always try to start on the monthly and the weekly. March 12th, that's correct. Black March 12th. I don't know whether it was a Monday or not, but people always say Black Monday. It was a bad day. I remember that. Shit was ruthless. I wanted it to stop. All right, let's just have a look. Now look at here. Here's a really interesting view, okay? It's the weekly chart. That monthly failed. We already know that. We did not break the trend line. We did not break the trend line. That was a screaming warning to everybody to get out. When we didn't break the trend line and we went up and hit it perfectly and bounced off, warning, get out. How many people got out? I didn't. I was too busy watching YouTubers who were telling me that we're going to the moon. Okay? That was my fault. I failed that day miserably. And I lost $40,000 in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Black Saturday. Thank you, Frank. I will openly admit that I lost that money to you so that you don't do the same stupid thing that I did. Now, luckily, I've made all that money back. Because once I lost that money, I thought there's got to be something I'm doing wrong. What am I doing wrong? How can I fail that hard? How can I make $40,000 in a week? A year's salary in a week, and then how can I lose it in 5 minutes? How? Doesn't make sense. So, man, these days have to do something with Corona. Every market crashed. I was buying weed stock and lost thousands as well. I'm telling you, bro, had nothing to do with it. It was all about XRP not breaking the trend. Other coins had already broken the trend. Link, for example, was above the trend line. So when this happened, Link didn't fall as far. Link failed to support, and then once we all started moving back up again, Link was free to run. XRP did not do that. XRP stayed down. All right, so real quick, let me look something up first on my phone here. All right, so let's see. All right. Here's the interesting thing about the DJI. The Dow crashed for a whole separate reason. Mostly what you already know about the Big Short. Okay. I'll get to that in a minute. Let me finish XRP. Hang on. So we see this. We see the trend didn't break. When you don't break trend, you continue to trend. Trend was down. We continued it. Here on the weekly, from the bottom up, we're measuring retracement. We clearly failed. Look how far it went down to the 1414 line. Now the weekly was nice and technical. It was ugly, but it was nice and technical. How much farther will it go? Well, look at that wick. Goodness gracious. Look at the wick on that thing. Holy shit. We watch it. I hit play. There we go. See how it kind of hesitated under S1 right there and waited? Trying to figure out what to do. Wicked again. Now look. This is during COVID, when people are getting laid off. When people are scared and panicking. You don't have any money to invest, and why are you doing this? Why would the market be going up? Doesn't make sense. And in fact, XRP went sideways for 6 weeks after this. It sucked. So we hit play, we watch it, we watch it. Come on. There we go. We're going now. I've moved to the weekly now because it gets really boring here watching the daily. All right, so we've clearly tried to break the downtrend. We've wicked real hard. I'm going to erase this fib and do another one in the other direction. Let's see if we are reversing or not. Man, what a fib set. That's a big fib set right there. Look, we're right at the 50 again. Right at it. So we're playing with it. If we can break and hold this 50, we have a chance of moving up, okay? That's the way this works. We watch it. Look, look, look. We're trying to break and hold. I like it. Give it a second here. Hey, look at there. Break and hold with confirmation up to the next set. 786 will be the next important fib line. Now look where 786 is. Over here in July 13th, it's right next to the trend line. Okay, let's watch and see what happens. Nasty wick. Bouncing around, getting rejected, playing. It failed at 68. See that right here? The failure point. Couldn't break these. Started another down. Okay, we'll let it play out and see what happens, but that was a clear failure right there. Moving sideways. Told you it got boring. Had to wait. Everybody was pissed at this point. We were calling it XRP stablecoin because it was jogging between 18 and 20 cents forever. And we waited, and we waited. I had bought down here at 11 cents, so I was feeling pretty good about this still. I was feeling pretty all right about it. Pretty all right. We're still waiting. Hey, look at here. Now we're threatening. We're threatening. We're getting back close to our trend line again. Now, like I said earlier, what happens when we don't break a trend line? We bounce off and go back down, right? So, when this happened, I was watching really closely, and I kept telling the guys in the group, you better have your eyeballs on this shit. You better be watching. Keep your eyes open. Watch. You're not watching. If this doesn't break trend, we're going back down. Let's see what happened. And look, holy shit. Right through 786, we wicked off of 886 underneath the pivot line, bounced off of it perfectly, over trend. Over trend. Let's go. This is May, July, August. We're in August now. August 27th. July 27th. We've wicked over the pivot line. Hey, we've broken trend. This was, listen carefully, the number one first time to buy XRP ever since 2017. Never has there ever been another time to buy XRP than a confirmed chance at 26.6. Okay? That was the optimal buy. That was when you crossed the trend line and broke 786 at the same time. 26.6. You could have waited since the end or middle of 2017, whenever it finished, all the way down to now to buy XRP. That's how long you could have waited. Now, how many people bought on the way down? Of course, everybody bought on the way down. But you bought at the wrong time. And that's the whole point why I'm showing people this. You could have waited until you got confirmation. But nobody wanted to wait for confirmation. Everybody just wanted to buy and buy and buy and buy and buy. First bullish time in 3 years. You're exactly right, Nick. First time in 3 years. Wake up, people. That's not me being a dick. That's just the chart. That's what it says. We hit play again. Let's see. We watch it. It's bouncing around between 786 and 886. Fiddle farting. We're running out of time. What's it going to do? Playing with the pivot line. Looks like it's getting rejected. Uh-oh. We're not up. Oh, shit. Now, here's another chance at not breaking it at 75%, right? Not 100% chance. 75. We got over here at 26.6 and bought, and now it's come back down. That sucks, right? Same time, it's testing the trend line right here. Whenever we break lines, we test them. I've told everybody that before. Every single time we break a line, we test it. And now we're about where we're at now, right? There you go. That's the end of it. Now let me answer some questions. SoftBank rumored to have pumped the equity markets, buying lots of calls. Who gives a shit, Island? I don't care. It means absolutely nothing to me. SoftBank has one set of buys. There is 5 million other people who have the same software bots running and are selling. Okay. We can talk about what rumors are, or we can talk about what we got on the chart. And I say that in the nicest way possible. The rumors get us absolutely nowhere. If someone had made $5 million worth of buys, the chart would have went. Okay, we would have moved somewhere, but we didn't. We're still down 1.57%. That's the best way I describe this to everybody. Okay, if you think you're moving something and doing something well, what does the chart say? Every time we hit a good news drop or somebody says something good about XRP or whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything. The chart never moves. They get on TV. Brad Garlinghouse is on TV with that Asian chick from CNN. They're talking all sweet and shooting googly eyes at each other. And the chart goes down. The chart goes down. And why is that? Because 94.1% of every trade made in the cryptocurrency market is made via software bots. Ask me how I know this. I have one running, number one. And number two, I talked to the guy who helped program them over in Charlotte, who was working on a server system one day. He happened to see me looking at charts while I was supposed to be working. All right, so if we know 94% of the trades are bots, all we can do is try to play with them, okay? We have to try to play with them. If you don't play with them, you're going to miss. You're going to miss and miss and miss. That's the whole purpose in having these pivot lines up here. These pivot lines are predetermined bot trading zones. You need to know that, and you need to aim for them. I'm more interested in what to get into next. Well, that's the beautiful thing. We have a whole big list of coins, Nick. What do I think you should get into next? Well, let's have a look. Let's actually jump over to CoinTrader because there's more data. I'll pull up a link chart here. Bro, no, he was cool as shit. He didn't even care. He was like, "Are you doing Forex?" That's what he actually says. He says, "Are you doing Forex over there?" And I was like, "No, it's crypto." He says, "Oh, you do crypto?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I did Forex at this time. I do Forex and crypto. I just happen to be looking at crypto right now." He said, "Oh, okay. He said, "What, like Bitcoin?" Because that's what everybody says. And I said, "No, I don't own any Bitcoin. I never will." All right. We'll get off the XRP chart. I'm not buying any more XRP. I'm done buying XRP. I have more than I ever should have bought. That was a complete mistake. That was a mistake. All right. Mr. Island, I don't know what your real name is, Nick. Whenever I mess up, I take a shot. I own my mistakes. I don't backpedal. When I make a mistake, I man up and own it. Here we go. Yowza. Well, that's got some kick to it. All right. God almighty. I'm telling you, man, I'm getting old, bro. This fireball just don't go down as easy as it used to. Whew. All right, yeah, he was super cool. I told him I was doing crypto. He said Bitcoin. I told him, no, I don't own any Bitcoin. I never will. He says, fuck, I can't take another shot, dude. I said, I don't own any. I own XRP. He said, what's XRP? So I went in this big whole long spiel about what XRP was and why he needed to buy it. And the guy goes, well, that's cool. Where do I buy it? And he says, I told him Coinbase. He says, oh, I've heard about Coinbase before. That's why you buy Bitcoin. And that's kind of where the conversation stopped. And I said, man, be honest with you. I said, I've lost some money lately. At this point, I'd already lost 40 grand. And the guy goes, well, are you not running software? And I was like, what do you mean? He says, well, everybody runs software. And I said, I don't run software. What are you talking about? And he says, no, you should be running the software bot. I'm like, what software bots are you talking about? And he says, well, everybody runs a software bot. I was like, who is everybody? He said, well, anybody who's important runs a software bot. I said, how do you know this? He said, I'm working on the servers that run the bots. I said, here? He said, no, not this building. This is a medical building. He said, but another building I have, it's a bank building, and they have a trading floor. The bank has a trading floor, and that whole trading floor has a dedicated server. Say 64 degrees. He said, so when it gets over 64 degrees, the servers go wild. He said, I happened to be in there working. We had some issues with the ventilation, and I was over there fixing some stuff. He said, but I got guys in there telling me, get this stuff fixed. The market's moving. I need to know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, so I got to asking, and that's the trading floor. They're running software, and their software's cutting off and clipping in and out because the servers are overheating. I thought that was interesting, all right? So anyway, that's how I got started, and that's when I learned about trading against bots and how I was losing. And from then on, I was on a mission to figure out how to make it right. And I've been doing it ever since. I've made all my money back plus some, despite being told that XRP was going to the moon, and it still hasn't. I made most of my money back. Well, I made all my money back plus some. All right, let's see. 3 more shots. It'll taste like water. You're not fucking around with that one. No, I don't usually get drunk. I'll get a little bit of buzz on and I'm going to stop because like I tell everybody, I'm getting up for work in 5 hours and driving an hour and a half to work. Doubled my money on DraftKings. Dude, I was going to get into sports betting, but I didn't do it this year. I stopped myself. I'm like, bro, I don't know. With the whole no crowd thing and everything, I just don't know. So anyway, Link, as I was saying, when all the drop happened, I want you to know, Link didn't drop as far. That same time period, look, we had 1 month of down and immediately reversed and come back up. right here. We had 1 month of down and it immediately reversed and come back up, as opposed to XRP. Look how nasty XRP was through this time frame right here. Same time frame, you know, March 20. Go back over here. March 20, we had 1 down month and the rest of it went straight back up. Why did that happen? It's pretty simple and explanatory. Self-explanatory. Resistance. There's one resistance line. Support line. There'd be another one down here somewhere. And we got one here. And that's it. That's all the chain link's resistance and support. Chain link is free to run. It's free to run. I don't know what else to tell you. Let's put a fib on it and see where our next stopping points and starting points are going to be. Well, hold on. Let's talk about it then. Because I bought into some link recently because my dumb ass should have stayed in it a long time ago. That was a failure on my part for selling my link back when it was $3 and something or whatever, thinking that it wasn't going to go. Because I lost $100 on it. What an asshole I was for losing $100 and being upset. Island, if you're still on here, bro, I keep it real. I don't, we're all adults. It's all our real money. It's all, what's the best way to describe it? It's all for real. So I don't cut words and I don't mix stuff up and I try to be as straight up as I can. So look, link, excuse me. Link broke 1618 perfectly. And look where it came back down to when it went too far. It went past the line like it was supposed to stop here and it didn't. It went past it and come right back down and checked on it just like I said. I didn't even know that before I pulled this up. But it came right back down and checked on it like it's supposed to. We don't have any good indicators on CoinTrader because CoinTrader is kind of whack on the interface. So let's pull it up over here. Same setup over here. But now we got some indicators we can look at. Okay, let's do so. Let's pull up some indicators here. All right. Monthly speaking, let's get off of the USD tether chart and get a little bit more visibility here so we can see a little better. I don't want tether. Which one's got the most? Let's see if Binance. Okay, yeah, Binance has got some good data here. All right, so we're way over R3 on the monthly. We've already come down and checked on 1618. Let's all mark that in. Yep, it's the same over here as it is on CoinTrader. Actually, it's less over here. Look. So that's what I'm saying. CoinTrader's a little different. Let's go down to the weekly so I got more data. Okay, yeah, different. See, we had this dip. Really, we only did 2 weeks of dipping over here. Where on XRP, we did 4 months of dipping. So it's much different. So we came up, we made our move. We're sitting on 1618. So RSI is pointing down. Money line is aiming for the bands. MACD's rolling over a little bit. You know what? It doesn't look so great at the moment. It has some support here at here. Between 1272 and 1414. There's some support there. It's already hit it one time. Let's look at daily. Maybe we can get a better aim here. The weekly looks bad. Daily, we got a pennant going. Let's get some moving averages in here so we can see a little better. See what we're talking about? Ooh. We're under the 8. It's not time to buy. Under the 50, and I would hold off on buying Link yet. Okay? Why? Because we're still under the 8. We're still under the 21, and we're under the 50. I think Link's going to come down a little bit more. It's got a little bit more to go. It needs to cross the 8 EMA first. MACD has crossed over into bearish. I don't like that. RSI 40 right there, 40. Yep, okay, we're flirting with the 40 line. That's something to be mindful of. Money line's pointing down. I don't like that. Link is out front, okay? I have a separate list here of coins that are out front. See, these are all the coins that moved first and were out ahead of everybody else, okay? They're the ones that didn't have any resistance and went farther, all right? Then we have a monthly big hitter list right here of all the coins that have the most percentage available in the shortest amount of time. Then we have our regular watch list of coins that I just invest in, follow charts on, and try to be on top of. And Link is one of those, but it's also an out front coin. Y'all are asking stuff. Hold on. What do you think of other analysts copying and pasting fractal charts from silver and matching it with Link? I think it's total horseshit. I think it has nothing to do with anything. Silver's a precious metal. It's been a precious metal for 2 centennials, at least. It's been a precious metal since the beginning of time. Has no earthly relation to Chainlink at all. That's just people trying their best to find something to say something is going to do this, because you can't read a chart. It has nothing to do with anything else. Entry target for Link. Let's see. Let's have a gander here. What's the fib on that, Professor? You talking about for Link, the fib on Link here? The 1618 fib, or the one I'm about to do now? And I know I'm on a little bit of a delay. I'm sorry. I get to rambling and I get to talking a little bit too damn much. So sorry. All right, so looks like we had a 50. Oh, remember what we just saw on that XRP chart, y'all? Remember when we just had that XRP chart and it couldn't break 50? What happened? Look what's happening right here. Are we breaking this 50 yet? We are not. So we're in the mood for some more down, in my opinion. This is the bottom now. This is the new top. Let's measure it and see if we can get a target here. All right. So this is still daily. Okay. We have a monthly fib right here at 1146. We have the pivot way down here. Looks like we got some resistance here. Yeah, I'm a little... Okay. The bands are still wide on this one. See these bands? They need to narrow up. So I feel like this one's going to go sideways for a little bit. I think we're going to bounce on this blue line here at 382. And underneath this 50 for a while, I think we're going to jog sideways. And we're going to make a move from there. I think that's going to give time for the 100 to move up a little bit more. And I think in here is going to be a good spot to try to get in somewhere. One of these is going to be our entry. Between 9.7 and 10.4. I'm willing to bet some good money that that's where the entry is at on Chainlink. Why? It just needs to finish its retracement. Let's actually measure a retracement down and see if we can figure out how far it needs to go on a bigger scale. Okay. I got where I think, oh shit, I forgot to draw a box. I draw target boxes whenever I'm looking for a target, because I have about 100 charts I'm looking at any given time, and I can't remember them all. Target boxes help me to keep my brain straight. Somewhere in here is going to be my buy on Link. What I think so far, that's where my buy on Link is going to be. I'm not positive yet. I want to confirm that. But until we cross this 8 EMA right here, Nick, we don't buy. That lime green line, that's our buy line, our number one buy line. We cross that, that's our first alert to buy. First alert. We haven't done it yet. Okay, so let's get a fib line in here. From the bottom wick to the top, how far down have we come already? We hit a 618 and bounced up. We got caught. Yeah, look. Oh, okay. Looky here. Remember that box I was talking about? This fib line on the big retracement, just normal regular retracement, is 96568. Let's narrow this box up a little bit here. And now let's go back. I found out where I think it's going to go. It's going to go somewhere between S1 and this box. 8.9 and 9.6. That's a fair assumption. Let's go back to the fib I had pulled up a second ago. Erase this one. Smaller time frame one right here. And this will give us a better, more accurate feed on where we're going. Right here. Look. 786 is going to be my line. 786. I'm looking for this one. 974. That's where I would buy. You might not have a chance long to buy it. You might have to set a buy line and leave it. And the downside on this is minimal. 5%, 6% downside. 6% risk is what you got, because it could come on down more. 6% isn't bad. But the gain percentage possibilities, let's pull a rule on that real quick and see. Let's see how far it would go if we hit the box and pulled up. Oh, shit. Come on, mouse, bro. Help me out here, mouse. Right there. Closer than under 10, Nick. Under 9.8, I think. I like to fine tune a little bit more than that. All right, so if we reverse from here, our percentage up is a minimum of 44, or really 24. So you have a 6% risk and a 24% reward. So you're really at like 25.75. If you buy at 9.8, you're at about 25.75 risk reward. Does that make sense? That's the way I do every single chart. Risk reward. How much risk am I going to have to take this? How much reward how much is it going to pay off for me to do it? Okay? And if the risk reward isn't high enough, I don't do it. I just go a different direction. There's other things to buy. Simple as that. I also think ADA has a really nice looking chart. Yeah, see, this one looks like Ethereum. And for the record, Ethereum has a decent looking chart too. It's better than XRP. Not like amazing, but it's better than XRP. These are just some quick resistance lines. How do I find resistance lines? There's a whole video in the Discord section of how to find them. It's really simple. It's the number one rule, other than the moving averages, that you should be doing on every single chart. We've been pulling fib retracements from June 19, right in this area. And we've been pulling down. And we hit a resistance line. We're stuck under it. Once we get loose, we have a, if you were to buy today, 200% gain, up to almost 30 cents on Cardano. I like ADA. I buy ADA every chance I can. Every 2 weeks when I get a paycheck, I buy a little bit of ADA. I like ADA. It's a good chart. I don't think there's a bad entry on it. You're on support now, so it's a good place to buy. Algorand. This is a really, really nice looking chart. Okay, June 19 doesn't even exist on this. It's way up here. And whenever I have one like this where I'm not sure, I like to go to CoinMarketCap and check the details on it, okay? I don't want to guess on what the prices might be. I want to find out. I never guess. I hate guessing. It pisses me off so bad to see people guess. You don't have to, man. You have the world of information at your fucking fingertips. Go find it. Algorand. Dog has been doing super good, by the way. She's been super good. Although she did just destroy this shoe. Not my shoe. All-time high 328. And that was in June of 19. Holy shit, y'all. Did y'all just hear that? Link is a scout. We don't have resistance to gauge all-time high targets with besides rolling fibs and following MAs. What Darth just said is exactly correct. Since excuse me, I'm sorry. Since Link is ahead, we don't have data on it and we don't know exactly what it's going to do. What we have to do is be extremely technical with Link. It's not going parabolic, none of that. It's going to have a very technical, precise move up. And if it doesn't follow those technicals, it's going to pull back down to the spot where it should have went. We've already proven that. Algorand, June 21/19, $3.28. Very good. Hey, Nick, that's an extremely good idea what you just said. I set an alert for Link under 9.8. Perfect. You don't have to do nothing else. Okay? You understand? That's exactly how you should do every single chart for buying and selling. Set an alert. I'm going to set my alert for 9.8. If it hits it, what are you going to do? I'm going to buy. My mind is made up. I have my target set. I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm just going to fucking do it. This is how it works. If it goes below X, I'm selling and I'm taking a small loss. Why? Because what if it goes 30% more down? I'm going to feel like an asshole for not taking that very small loss. And I'm going to be jolly, or I'm going to be awake, or I'm going to be cage, and I'm going to keep buying and buying and buying and buying, and I'm going to pray that I find the bottom. No, that's not how to do it. For the people who have a lot of money, who have people giving them money for horse shit, so they can just keep buying and dollar cost averaging on the way down, that's wonderful. But for the rest of us, 99%, that's not how it works. I'm a small timer. I don't have the money to do that shit. I'm the regular guy. I can't afford that. Come on, man. Everybody be smart. Know better. Do better. Now, I'm going to show this algo chart to you, okay? This is one of our sleepers. And you better be on it. Jolly is no longer in our chat, so he can't see it no more. We got rejected at the 50, okay? Might not be the best time ever to buy algo, but there's no resistance on this chart. Do you understand? There's no resistance on this chart. Weekly resistance, we have very little. Weekly line here. And line here. Come on, mouse, bro. Help me out. You're a small-time regular guy, too. So that's all the more reason not to be dollar cost averaging on the way down. We don't have the money for that. We are not rich. We cannot afford to be the people who make videos and have people giving them money. That's not the way it works. All right, so, excuse me. A month ago, you had alerts to buy algo under 60. Right. Well, look where 60 was. The 50 line. See that? We would have needed to break this to buy it. Break and hold. We didn't. We didn't break and hold. We immediately dipped back under it. And as a matter of fact, we dipped way down here to underneath the 382, which is also not good. We want to see this come back up over here and start making a move up. We haven't seen it do it yet. We have to wait it out, okay? But I want to show you the percent gains. We've seen over and over again these three targets get hit, right? Let's draw some target boxes. Algorand's a little bit of a long hold. So don't quote me on the time because I really don't have a time frame for you. It's going to move quicker than XRP. It's going to move quicker than VET, ADA, XLM, Bitcoin, and others. Why? Because it has less resistance. Okay, so check this out. You may have to hold on to it for a while, and I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to tell you. But percentage gains to the 1212. 1272, I'm sorry. 1915%. Let's do some simple mathematics for you, okay? 1915%. If you put $500 on it, 500 times 1915%, that's $9,575 for a $500 investment. You could turn it into 10 grand. And that's to the first target box. Second target box is 3,285%. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? $3,285%. That's $16,425. I don't need to spell that for you. Okay, it may take a little bit for this to happen, and because it's kind of a shit coin, I can't tell you exactly, okay? But I'm telling you, this is gonna happen. You can turn a couple $100 into thousands. You may have to hold on to it for a little bit. I'm sorry. Okay, now you just said double down on Algorand. Now here's the problem. Some of these coins don't have the best market caps, so it's going to be hard for you to get out up top. All right. So again, the dollar cost averaging video that I made where it shows you how to exit out, you need to be paying attention. Okay. I don't know if they have government contracts. I don't give a shit if they do. All I care about is it's going to these three lines right here. When it goes to these three lines, I'm happy. That's 1,800%, 3,800, 3,200%, and 6,500%. Let's just be stupid. 6,500%. That's $32,500 for a $500 investment. It could take until 2022 for that to happen. How long are you willing to hold on to $500? I can't tell you tomorrow, next week, next month. I will tell you that this moves very, very closely with Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin is done with this bullshit that it's doing, Algorand is going to go. Now the difference is Bitcoin has a higher market cap. It has 3,000 times the bots trading on it that Algorand does. So it's going to hit different points quicker. Algorand doesn't have any resistance. So once it gets past what little resistance that it does have, it's going to move rapidly. And once it moves rapidly, it will stop rapidly. So I want you to be on your P's and Q's if you buy this one. Simple as that. But Algorand, you'd better be paying attention to, okay? Another one, Mithril. Damn, you have $2,000 in Algorand, bro? Okay, don't tell me no more how much stuff you have and stuff. Keep that to yourself, okay? Keep what you have to yourself. Just say you have some. Because that's your money. You do your own shit, all right, bro? I've already charted Mithril for you. Now, Mithril has a little bit more resistance than Algorand had. But still, in terms of resistance, it's lacking in comparison to other ones. All right? There's more here. It take a little bit longer to get there. The difference is Mithril actually has a higher market cap than other shitcoins, which is good. Hold on. Okay, people are talking. I'm sorry. I wanted to check the chat real quick. Sorry. Oh, I need to give people wrenches. I'm sorry. Let me do this real quick. Wrenching everybody in the group. If you're in the group, you get a wrench, bro. That's just the way the $2 crew. You are in the clan now, man. That's everybody, right? If you're here, you're in the group. You are in the $2 crew. You're part of the family now, and I treat everybody in here like family. I don't want to kick anybody out. I want everybody in here to learn, to grow, to make money together. After all this is over, I want everybody to hang out together, man. I want us to have each other's numbers and be able to text each other, shoot each other the shit. I want us to be able to call each other if we need to and talk. I want us to be able to hang out with each other if we're in each other's areas. It's what other people don't do, okay? And I want to be different than other people. I don't want to be everybody else, all right? That's the way I work, man. I've been shit on my whole life. I want to do something better. And I'm going to do something better, okay? And I want you guys to do it with me. I don't want your money. I want you to take your money and invest it. Invest it. Invest it. Yeah, I would like you to buy a shirt. These shirts are fucking dope. But I don't keep the money for them. I give that money away. So whatever you make, I think I get like $3 per shirt. I'm going to lump that up and we're going to give it away to the group. Whichever number I pull out of the hat, that goes to the group guy. We'll give everybody a number and you get the money. If anybody tips me, you see I got the tip bot up here. Right here. Any money I get from the tip bots, that's XRP, I'll give it away also. I don't want anybody's money. I want y'all to get rich too. I have enough. There's no reason to be greedy, okay? Now, Mithril. 5% staking's dope. I think Binance has the same staking. I'm not positive on that. I'll look into it. Atomic does staking to try to get your business. Binance may not do it, so I'm not positive on it. I'll find out. June 19, here, down on Mithril. Mithril is going to be another medium hold. Look at the resistance lines. They line up perfectly with our fib lines. Perfectly. That means these are going to be targets, y'all. Okay? Pay attention. From here up to 1272. Look, 2,700%. I'm pretty honest about what I have, and I don't really care to worry about it. I'm on 2 different VPNs, and my shit is triple encoded. Try to hack me if you want. You're going to fail. So I have no problem telling you what I have and what, because I'm an open kind of guy, man. I don't really have any fucking secrets, okay? You guys are seeing my pots and pans in the back here because this is my laundry room. I'm not rich. I have $425 in Mithril. Okay? 2,746% is the first dollar cost average sell line on Mithril. 425 times 2746%. 425. I stand to make $11,500 off of this investment. I'm willing to let that sit there. I'll let that sit there till 2025 if it needs to. I don't care. That's fine. That's $12,000. And that's just the first line. We got more up here, okay? 2,700, 4,600, and the last and final line is 10,000%. That's incredible. Now, I want to show you my XRP chart, and I'm sorry, Nick, but I got to do it because the interesting thing is XRP has a lot of percent available, okay? But it's different than you think. We see it's 9,000% on Mithril, okay? Let's just write that down. I've already got this written down. We went over one Saturday. Me and a bunch of guys in the group did that. That's $38,000 for me, by the way. If I don't put another dollar in Mithril, that's $38,000. I'm going to pull up XRP real quick to show you, all right? Because it's important that you see this. I don't hate XRP. I don't hate it. But I need you to know that I'm honest with you, okay? This is from the dollar cost averaging video I did, or the exit strategy video I did just the other day. The video is on the YouTube channel in the charting vid section. Exit strategy. So my realistic price point for XRP is between $16 and $32 on this next cycle. That's going to take At least 2 years. At least 2 years. Maybe 3, but at least 2. And that percentage gain to $32, honest to God, 13,000%. Now, 13,000% is probably going to take at least 2 years. You have so many resistance lines in here. Okay? Mithril just doesn't have that. Mithril has a fraction of the resistance lines. Huge gaps here. There's a huge gap here. There's far less resistance. And that's not even the all-time high on Mithril. That's just to the 1618. Let's do the all-time high on Mithril. Okay? That's when the shit gets really hairy and spooky. Like it's spooky. Okay? To 1618, all-time high on Mithril, just like we did with XRP. From an all-time high. Okay, we're going all-time high. What number is that? 113.1125. That's 36. That's 1,000,000%. Do you see that? If Mithril was to go from all-time high and do a technical 1618, like we have seen chart after chart after chart after chart do, that's 1,000,000%. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Do you understand what I'm telling you? That's 1,000,000%. Understand that I'm not fucking with you and this is real. This is real. It may take 3-4 years. I don't know. But you have an opportunity to make 1,000,000%. Don't waste your opportunities, okay? There are better charts than XRP, and I'm just sorry. That's the way it is, y'all. It's the way it is. Gosh, it makes me sad that I didn't know this to begin with. Let me answer some questions here before I go too far. Check out eGold staking, bro. It's in the circle. I feel like it's smarter to get in XRP at 786 and ride up the profit than tie up the liquidity until then. Where did I hear that from? Interesting note, Nick. It ties up your money and makes you wait forever. That's the problem that we ran into, right? Right. Market cap is only 10% of all-time highs. Still got more milk to drink. Darth made an interesting point. You ever look at Matic? Absolutely, I look at Matic. Look right here. Where is it at? I got it on my list. Is it already gone? Yep, right there's Matic. Yep, already got it. Let's pull it up on CoinTrader because we have a better track. Mithril, all-time high, 1,000,000%. Okay? All-time high, 1,000,000%. And I would almost agree with what Nick just said. Put $1,000 in it and walk away for XRP. There's other better charts, and I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. I know you're probably still in here listening, Alan. I'm sorry, man. I don't hate XRP. I still have some, okay? And I was a 2%er. I was a 2%er. You know what that means. I was a 2%er. And I'm not anymore. I've extremely diversified now. And I still got half my bag in Tether waiting on Bitcoin to finish this drop. I don't bullshit here, man. I started with XRP. It was my baby. It was my thing. All it did was let me down. Okay? It's going to be soon that it's actually going to, do something. But I can't sit around and wait that long for it. Not when other charts are doing better. Okay, what I see on Matic is a pennant forming. By the way, everybody should be in log mode down here in the corner. Log mode. Always log mode. If you're not in log mode, you're doing it wrong. If you're watching Jolly videos, he's not in log mode. Why would anybody pay anyone any money to chart for them when they can't even get out of log mode? They can't get out of linear mode into log mode. What are you doing? Okay, so Matic is a big pennant. This is an interesting chart. If we go from the June area, January, October, September, August, July, April, Let's do June here. See, it would have already done its move. Oh, no. Okay, so it's bouncing around here. So Matic has... Hey, what's up, Avari? What's up, my dude? I'm glad to see you on here, brother. I know you're over in Germany, right? Oh, UK. You're in the UK. Matic is about 200% available still on its technical move. Well, reason we measure off of June is because we've seen everything in this list right here. In this list, all these coins right here off of June did the same move without Bitcoin. No Bitcoin needed. It did its own move at its own time on its own thing. Okay? Understand that things move against Bitcoin and they go on their own. You have to pay attention to it, but it's going to do it. Okay? That's why I hate when people say everything follows Bitcoin. For the most part, you're correct. But I have proof of about 14 different charts right here that didn't do it. Okay? And they're still going up and doing their own damn thing. All right? And they're going to continue to do their own thing. Let's measure all-time high on Matic. Right here. To here. 550%. Matic's a modest coin. It's pretty similar to XRP in that fashion of the amount of gains available. Okay. It's a modest chart. It's a modest chart. There's money to be made, more money to be made elsewhere. I would put a small amount in Matic. Okay. It may move quicker than others, so it may move first, and then you can get out of it and move somewhere else. Okay, that's up to you to chart. I don't own any Matic. See, that's an interesting question, Nick. Quite often, Bitcoin dominance takes over, and I'll show you that real quick. Bitcoin dominance. All right. What do you say, big girl? Your mama's going to whoop your ass when she finds out you ate her shoe. We have a golden doodle. Super white people dog. I'm sorry. We were getting a Rottweiler. The puppy died. So anyway, Bitcoin dominance has been falling pretty hard here. Ever since 2017, you see the daily chart looks really nasty. Basically, Bitcoin dominance, all this is a measure of the market cap. But it's a measure of the market cap versus everything else, okay? What is the money going into? Is it going into Bitcoin or is it going somewhere else? All right? We want to know, Bitcoin or somewhere else. Well, since 2017, it's gone somewhere else. And that's pretty obvious by this chart. Now, did it have a big rebound? Yes, it did. It retraced really hard and pulled up really hard. It never crossed the 200. I mentioned this in another video. That's the 200 moving average on the week. Never crossed it. It's staying under it. It's stuck. The bad news, if we go to the others and look at their market cap, we're running out of juice, okay? I actually did this the other day. This is why when Bitcoin moves, sometimes the other ones go up. And when Bitcoin dumps real hard, maybe Bitcoin goes down 25%, other coins go down 70%. And then sometimes when Bitcoin goes down, they only move 3 or 4%. Okay? That's because the others chart, the market cap for the other ones, may be going up while Bitcoin is going down, or vice versa. Okay? You have to kindly keep an eye on this. It's really confusing between Bitcoin dominance and altcoin dominance, which one's winning and which one's not. Sometimes they move together. Okay? But what's been happening lately is Bitcoin has kind of captured the market, and a lot of buying and selling has simply just stopped. Okay, and everybody is just waiting on the gap to happen. Even the Hopium guys are watching the gap close. That tells you something, okay? Even the Hopium guys are watching it. Like, get real. I heard that today, that the Hopium guys are watching the Bitcoin gap. I'm going, are you serious right now? You have a fractal saying XRP is going to $589. Why are you looking at a Bitcoin gap chart? Your fractal says up. Everybody I ever know has taken the XRP fractal and stuck it on the end of their chart and said, this is going to happen. Just wait. Big boom coming. It ain't happened yet. It's not going to happen that way. So, unfortunately, Bitcoin is the only American futures traded cryptocurrency. The CME market is the biggest futures market in the world. Since they trade Bitcoin, they kind of control the short-term movements, all right? Because people are trading futures, not just little bags. Those CME dudes are big bastards, big ones, okay? They're trading $20 million at a time, $100 million at a time. They're not doing $1,000 or $2,000 like we are, okay? So get real. That's where the real money's at on that chart. When we see gaps, they're going to close. Deal with it. When we see big runs, they're going to retrace. We have to deal with it. That's just the way it is. Zeal entry. Zeal's an interesting one because it's ahead also. Silica. Boy, look at that chart. June 19. This is going to go too. As soon as it gets done breaking resistance, it's got room to run. Yes, I'm very white. I'm sorry. I didn't want this dog, but the thing is, she's a wonderful dog. She's super sweet. She couldn't hurt a fly. She's great with the boys. She doesn't shed. She doesn't stink. The Rottweiler that I wanted, we'd already named her and everything. We were going to pick her up the next week, and she died. She just passed away for no reason. It super sucked. The breeder was crying. Like, when does a breeder cry about dogs? She's like, that's the first dog I've ever lost. But whatever. They still have my money, so I'm still waiting. If the next batch comes, I get pick of the litter. So we may get it, we may not. If we don't, I'll just get my money back and we'll do something else. Zeal is fighting resistance. I'll be careful here. This one's tricky. I'm going to drop down to the week here. Make sure I get this target right. So it's two separate lines here. Okay, so we got one here. And we've got one here. Okay, so two separate lines. We've got another one here. We've got another one here. This is the way I do it in real time, y'all. I've said it before. Every chart I do this way. I don't fuck around. There's no guessing here. All right, let's go to daily here. Drop down the daily and have a close look. Okay, I can go back to Trading View now. Trading View has a better interface for this kind of stuff, but CoinTrader has more data, so you're gonna have to bounce back and forth sometimes. I look like Chuck Liddell, bro. If I had a tattoo on the side of my head, oh my God, you know how many people I would intimidate? That would be so dope. That'd be so dope. All right. I already had a fib pulled on this one. Why did I pull it that way? Okay, I see. Let's erase this. We're getting close to an entry on Zeal. I see the MACD trying to curl right here. You see that? When the blue crosses the orange up, that's a buy sign. When the RSI is over 40 and fighting it, that's typically a buy sign, and we're over 40. Moneyline is attempting to flatten out and get back through the bands. Okay. Hey, what's up, BJ, brother? It's all good. Wake up, my dude. Money never sleeps, homie. We're still under the... Oh, we're fighting the 8. Looky here. We almost broke the 8. We're about to have a buy on Zeal. Okay, so... Let's see. All right. These pink lines are daily resistance lines. So we're running out of resistance, really. We've got more. Actually, I could change those to different colors. They should probably be different. Those are resistance lines. So we got rejected at the 50 right here. That's a bad sign. We're almost over the 8. That's a good sign. The MACD hasn't crossed yet. The RSI is over 40 but pointing down. I'm 50-50 on Zeal. Okay? I would wait for it to cross 0.017 and hold. So 0.018. If you get a hold over 0.018, that's a buy. Over 0.018. Now that's going to cost you almost 10% in waiting. You're going to have to wait for 10% to go first. But you're reducing your risk greatly because you don't know that this isn't going to come down more. Yes, it's at S1, but Bitcoin is threatening to drop more, okay? And if Bitcoin drops more, this is probably going to come down a little bit too, okay? Less than Bitcoin, and it may move back faster than Bitcoin, but it's probably going to move, okay? Just be prepared. 0.018 would be a good entry. And then we want to see it break this box first. If it breaks this box, your tits, we're going up. If it doesn't break this box, we're going to get stuck, okay? And I see moving averages here that are going to hold it up. That's going to cause a problem. We did get a beautiful touch on the 200 right here. I like that. And we got to bounce off of it. So we may have found good solid support here. I would watch this very closely if you want to get in. 0.018, yeah, Nick. That would be a controlled smart buy. You're minimalizing your risk and you're maximizing your reward. And you still need to be careful here because if it doesn't get up over these moving averages, it's going to get rejected again and tie up your money. Okay? You can even wait until it gets all the way up here to 0.02 if you'd like. When it gets over 0.02, then you're over top of the moving averages. And you have lots of good support there. Now you're going to give up, let's see, you're going to give up about 20% for security. Once it gets over these moving averages and holds, you've waited for 20% to pass you up. The returns on that would be, if you bought up here on top of these moving averages, it would be about, let's see, it'd be about 75%. About 75%. So it's risk reward. How much you want to risk for the reward? How much capital do you want to tie up in weight? You know what I mean? How much capital do you want to tie up? It's really up to you. That's why I tell everyone to do your own thing because everybody's got a different amount of money they can put in this. I don't have a whole lot of money to be dumping in stuff. So I like to be super controlled about my buys. And plus all you guys are asking me for prices and stuff. And I feel semi-responsible for whatever y'all do. And even though I'm not, because it's your money, I still feel semi-responsible. And I want to help y'all get the best price possible. Because like I said, guys, I want to be rich with y'all. Here's an interesting thing on Zilliqa real quick. Look at the 1618. Look what lines up with it. Look at this. That is beautiful. Target acquired. Now, let's take it a step farther. Let's go to the weekly. Let's see here. Let's pull this off because we've already determined our price. Let's pull from here down. All right. Yeah, so weekly's way different. from that June area up, you're looking way up here. So, do we have the data over here for that? Yeah, we do. Let's look over here real quick. Make sure. From the June area up. Yeah, there's a lot of chop in here, so that's going to take a bit to get through. Zillica's going to be a little bit of a slow mover, so be prepared. What did I say on price? Right in here is resistance. You see that? Weekly resistance is right in here. Right here. What number is that? 337. Let's look over here. Oh shit, look. We found out something. There's weekly resistance at 337. 33. Right there. Weekly resistance. So, we know our daily fib came up here and hit this line. Right at the R3, we know we have resistance right here. So I'm willing to bet you when we get up here and hit this 1618, it's going to reject and come back down to this weekly line. So, you may want to cut it out at this weekly line right here and take your percentage here on your sell. All right? And I don't really have a timeline on this one either because it's got a lot of chop to get through right here. That's a lot of shit for it to push through. That's going to take a bit. Sorry. It's going to have to work to get through that. Now, once it does get through that, it's going to move. It's got to get up over top of it, though. That's going to take some effort. Nothing you can really do about it except kind of roll with it. So, what else we got? Somebody else, give me something else. Come on. I got another 30 minutes in me. It's only 1:15. EJ just woke up. I'm sure he wants to know something. Alan, what you got, bro? You got a coin you want to know about? Oh, yeah. That one looked good. TRX, what's it doing? The Four Horsemen. Yeah, Bitcoin's down 1%. Still flirting with 10.2. Whatever. One chain, XTZ. I like it. Well, I don't want to talk about XRP no more. One chain. Let's do one chain first. Hey, man, look at this bitch. Boy. Some of these have some wild looking charts, man. This one's got a lot of resistance. Looks like Monero. That's what it reminds me of. Let's see the June line here. Yeah. Okay. So, it kind of looks like Zeal. A little. Here. Let's pull this from here. So you got about 500% available on one chain over the next couple months. About 500%. And that's going to take a few months to get there, okay? 2 to 3 months. 500%. One chain doesn't have the best looking chart. Now, at the same rate as XRP, in comparison, you're talking about Atomic Wallet coin, Nick? Okay, in comparison to XRP, it was 12,000% to 1618. One chain is 56,000% to 1618. So one chain is a better investment by a magnitude of 5 than XRP. Sorry. Atomic Wallet coin. Okay, yeah, let me do Tezos first because Jeremy asked me. He's family, like legit family. If there's somebody in the family who's a little crazier than me, all right, look, dog, bro, quit. That's enough. That's enough. If there's somebody in the family that's a little crazier than me, well, Jeremy's probably that dude. And we come from a wild ass family, y'all, so that's saying some stuff, bro. All right, let me find the timeline here. Okay, Tezos is interesting because it's got this big head and shoulders here. Man, this thing is going to go in time. Look, holy shit. Tezos is nothing but an inverted head and shoulders. It's nothing but an inverted head and shoulders. Oh, come on and draw. Dude, come on. There we go. Bam. 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 It's a little sloppy over here. It's got to make another one right here. Man, Tezos is going to ball out. Something else I should buy. Get rid of XRP. Pisses me off. I hate being wrong, man. I really do. I'm super competitive and I don't like being wrong, okay? I don't like losing. Tezos. Tezos has already hit a perfect 1618. Look at that. On the tits. Perfect. Run up and hit resistance and pull back down. Tezos may move sideways a bit. But it usually runs close to Link. However, it's behind Link. Link is already up past all-time high, and Tezos is not. It may take a few months for Tezos to do its thing here. Maybe even 6 months to a year. Let's put a big fib on it. How about that? Let's first go check the all-time high price because that wick is pretty wild. Let's see what the all-time high is on it. All-time high is 448. So let's do 448. No, wait a minute. 448. All right. So let's not do $12. Let's do 448. For here. Tezos split or changed. I don't know which one. All right, let's get this off out of the way. This comes off. We're over 786. Looks like we hit 886. Let's add that fib in there because it's not on here. 0.886. Yeah, look at there. Smacked 886. It's bouncing in between. We're flirting with resistance lines here. Percent available of 800. You got 800% available plus staking. So more like, let's see, that'd be more like 1200%. So it's a magnitude of 3 times better than XRP. Right, I see I got the same thing. I got like $12 here, Nick. But if you go up to all-time high prices on CoinMarketCap right here, it's $4.48. So that's the tricky thing. That's the tricky thing. Sometimes if you look at this stuff, it comes out at a different price. Let's look at CoinGecko. And let's see if it's got a different price. Just to, just to back check ourselves here. I want to prove myself wrong. 444 on CoinGecko. All right, so I have to go by the data. I have to go by the data and not the wicks. Just a pessimistic outlook I take. So I would still say you're about 1200% because of staking, which is good. That's still a magnitude of 3 better than XRP, which is good. Atomic Wallet Coin. Oh, by the way, if you y'all new guys, if y'all ever see somebody say buy TNT, please understand that's a joke. And then if you buy TNT, you're a fool. TNT was a joke from another stream that we were in. The guy actually bought TNT when everybody told him not to, and he immediately lost 60% of his investment. That's what happens when you don't listen to people who are smart. Atomic Wallet Coin. Pulling down. Oh, you got free Tezos. Yeah, you did the thing on Coinbase, Jeremy, which is cool, by the way. Perfect 1618, Nick. We're pulling back down. Let's measure our pull down here and see how far we're coming down. Shit. We got the bottom down here. Man, seriously, dude. I don't... Smash the mouse button. There we go. 382 so far, Nick. I think maybe we don't have support. Right here, support. Okay. Let's look at weekly. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. 4.6. Okay, yeah. That's pretty good staking. They're paying you 4%, 4.6% just to own the damn thing. That's not bad, y'all. Okay, so a good buy on Atomic Wallet Coin would be 369 or 37. 0.37. Atomic Wallet Coin's in the middle of retracement. It's already broken all-time high. All right, let's assume that it comes down this resistance line. Let's be optimistic. Whoops. Let's be optimistic. Optimistic, Oscar. From here. Seriously, bro, come on. From here down to about here, 370. And reversal would get us 2,350% is what I just saw pop up. So look, like I'm not, man. See that, Nick? All right, let's see. 4.6%, 20% staking on Atomic Wallet though. ADA staking in play this month. I stake IOTX. I think that's OX at 20% on IOPay. eGold is 24%. Bro, they're begging people to do it. They're begging people. So, Nick, if you see that on the screen right now, that's 2,222%. If it comes down to 0.37, and if it can reverse all the way back up, that's going to be the spot where I would sell if I were you. Would be 890. That would be the spot where I would sell, because listen, that's 2,000%. If you get 2,000, if you get an opportunity to get 2,000%, please understand that you take said offer. There are so many other coins that it's silly to sit in the same coin for ever expecting a minimal or a medium amount of gain. Thoughts on Pi? I don't even think that's on here yet. It's not. Nano. Nano's one that kind of looked like OMG, I think. It hasn't gone. Ooh, yeah, see? Nano kind of looks like... Yeah. Nano's got some resistance. Here. Here. Anybody else watching Cobra Kai? I watched 2 seasons in 2 days. Friggin' great show. Nobody wants me to do XRP again? You guys not depressed yet for making poor investments like me? Yeah, Nano's not the greatest chart, bro. Oh, man. Nano looks rough, bro. Yeah, Cobra Kai, if y'all guys are watching it or not watching it, it's not what you would think, okay? It's not made for kids. It's made for us who knew what Karate Kid was, okay? It's made for us. It's amazing. It's politically incorrect. There's bad language. There is kids in it and teenagers, just like the original Karate Kid, but it's still based on the original characters. It's amazing. And there's still corny fight scenes. You know, we got MMA to watch. Okay? We have MMA to watch, and that's real fighting. And we know what's fake fighting. And it's still fake, but it's so entertaining to watch, man. It's such an entertaining show. Alright, so Nano's got a lot of shit to fight through here. If it can fight through it, it's got about 500%. This chart looks like XRP. No thank you. On to the next. AAVE and Ren. VT. Jude, what's up, bro? Hey, you're Jesus, right? Am I right? Some of y'all's names are different, and it throws me off a little bit. My idiot brother is named Julian, and we call him Jude. One of my idiot brothers. I have 3. Good morning to you. It's a brisk 1:32 a.m. here. Anchor. Okay, this is interesting. I like Anchor because we're almost all-time high. Already hit it, actually, and pulled back. She may have a little bit of weight on Anchor here. Actually, it might be a good buy on Anchor right now. The upside on Anchor is 1,200%. And that's going to move decently quick compared to others because you only have one resistance line to break. So you got 1,200% gains over the next 3 to 6 months. 1,200% gains, 3 to 6 months. Most likely 6 months. And it's going to move fairly quickly once it breaks 0.16. No other resistance, no other fractal on the coin, so Anchor's interesting. Okay. It's Highway to Heaven. Is that any good? Oh, that's that dude who's gifted by God or something like that and is trying to like save the world or something. Okay. The second season is just as good as the first season too on Cobra Kai, Nick. It's fucking great, bro. VT. VT is an interesting coin, okay? Because it's split, it has funky prices. It looks like Anchor. See that? It looks almost exactly like Anchor. And it has really similar percentages too. Actually less. It's got less percent available than Anchor does. Man. So I'd say Anchor is a better overall buy than VET. I would say VET has more use case, but we know how that goes. XRP has the best use case in the history of the world, and that bitch has done nothing but go down for 2.5 years. Let's do Ren real quick. Darth wants Ren. I'm more of a Stimpy guy myself, but hey, who am I to judge? Yeah, we did Ren the other day. It's already done a great 1618 and stop out, it's going to have to pull back a little bit, I think. It's bouncing between 1618 and 1414. Let's go down to a tighter window here on this one. Ooh, we got a morning star forming, I think. Let's see. We got a morning star forming. What we got? Let's call it weekly. Indicators are rolling over. Be careful on REN. You may be moving sideways on REN a little bit on top of R3. Maybe not, though. Maybe got a couple weeks sideways on REN, and then we'll go from there. We need to reassess after that because we're fighting the 8 EMA right now. AAVE. AVE. Would that be correct? AAVE. I see you right there, Nick. Hang on, I'll get to it in a second. Oh shit! Look at this one. This one's nice. Oh boy! Hey, this is one to get in now. We're already over all-time high. Boy. Okay. If you want some percentage that you're probably going to get, and you're not going to have to wait too long for it, there's 1,400% available on AAVE. Where's that available? What exchanges are we on? Oh, that's Lind? Fuck. Well, no wonder. I'm an asshole. Okay. I got that over here already, don't I? Yeah. Man. Hey, look, this one's up and away. You hear me? She ain't coming back. It's slightly different on this chart. The fractal's slightly different. But over here, I've got 1,800% available. A Lind ain't gonna play no games. If you got some money to put on Lind and run futures, and you got enough to sit in the Tether in the wallet, you can make some money off of Lind, okay? Because it's got a really good look. It's over all-time high. It has support. Maybe some minimal downside. You can wait it out a little bit if you like. Minimal downside. Man, look at that thing ride that 8 EMA. Goodness gracious. I hate missing coins. I missed on that one. Oh, it's a DeFi coin. Fuck. 1160-ish, Nick. 1150 would be a sell point on Lind. Damn dog just farted. God almighty. Ooh. SNX real quick. First we'll do we already done ADA, I think. Yeah. ADA's got about 500% available, I believe. 200% available on ADA. XLM has a better look than that. It's better than XRP, but it's still bad. June. Right here? Okay, I see it. Here, down. Alright, you got it to 786. You can pretty much book this one right here to go to 786 and stop. 500% for XLM to the next major stopping point where it's probably going to get hung up for a while. Correct. Fellas, we have a list on the Telegram group of the coins that are in DeFi, the coins that are total shit boxes, the coins that are long holds, etc. There are already lists available in the Telegram group. and the guys can pin them up and put them in the group chat, so you already know, because we've already got all this stuff figured out for you guys for the most part. All you really need to do is buy and sell on your own and hit your marks. Out of all these, the best one was ADA. XLM has good percentages, but it's going to get hung up. Let's see what we got here. SNX. I think I did this one the other day, didn't I? I don't remember. Synthex. Yeah, she's a baller. She gone. See how this works, y'all? Look. This is why I do what I do. Hit support. Gone. It's not that complicated. What other coin did we see do this? Link. Link and SNX look almost identical. Let's have a look here. Let's just do a little side by side. Link. And then over here, we'll do SNX. Turn off these indicators so we can see it a little easier. Look at this. They're the same friggin' deal. Holy shit. They're the same. You see that, y'all? They're the same. Damn. So from here, July on, they've been the same. From here. See that? Starting in July, they follow each other damn near identically. Holy crap. So I would put SNX on the same category as Link. Yeah, we're looking for a better entry on SNX, just like we're looking for a better entry on Link, but we're not super far away from it. You're going to get a good entry here because I see some support here. But it's not quite there yet. So just like Link, it's got to fall down a little bit. So I would play that next weekly resistance as my buy line on SNX. And that should give Bitcoin time to do its thing and fall off. And then after it falls off, you know what? We should be able to pull back up. We need all eyes on deck to chart as we go because we need to update indicators and marks. Right, fellas, the only thing I really want from everybody is participation. And what I mean is if I've got more people looking at eyes, if I have more people looking at the same thing I'm looking at, then there's more likely of a chance that we're going to hit on coins instead of missing on them. Now, I know not everybody knows how to chart and knows how to find what we're looking for, and that's fine. But if you just see a chart that you think looks enticing, shoot it over to the group, and we can pick through them and say, no, this one's shit. Oh, man, this one looks great. Except just like I just did with this SNX. And I just did, excuse me, with Lind. Those look good, and I don't own them. I probably should. So I'm going to work on that. I'm always willing to listen to whatever anybody says. Like, I mean, come on. If you got something that I can use, you know what I'm saying? I want to know. I'm about my money, man. I don't put nothing else beside it, all right? People in the world are smarter than me. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm just a guy. Just a guy trying to do better. So you don't do better by thinking you're the shit. I know I'm not. So I'd like to be the shit one day, you know, but I'm not yet. So I keep working till I get there. Singularity. Okay. Let's see. All right. We got some resistance lines to fight here. It's real similar to XRP, only it's going to move faster. That's all I'm saying. It looks similar to XRP with faster movements. That makes sense. Well, if you're looking for participation, I'm batting 1,000. Damn right. Tony Gwynn up in this hoe. Comp. I think that's a new coin. It's a DeFi coin. Isn't Comp a DeFi coin, Darth? If I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure it's a DeFi coin. DeFi meaning decentralized finance. Yeah, I'm yawning a lot. We got sniped at 886. We dropped. Under resistance. Oh. Okay, yeah, it's DeFi shit. That's what I'm saying. You guys are smarter than me. When I say all I care about is the chart, that's what I mean, okay? If you guys want to look stuff up and go visit websites and everything else, that's fine. I could give a shit. All I care about is the chart. What does it tell me? How soon am I going to get my money? How much can I make? Everything else is happenstance to me. Yeah, comp doesn't look great. Comp is caught in the DeFi bubble right now. 382 downward continuation. If this can't hold the bottom, let's pull a fib on this bottom right here. Got a lot of resistance on comp too. Be careful. So this right here is currently on the 50. If this drops down to 153.75 or below, we're in trouble. You know, we want this above here. So we'll put this box in right here. That's our no-go box. If we drop below that, we're in deep shit. If we can reverse from there, we can get back to this resistance line up here and fight with it a little bit. Which I see happening eventually. It just needs some time to get up there. Yeah, that's 20%. That's realistic. Comp's a little iffy, man. I know you probably got it for free, so hang with it because you got it for free. But DeFi coins, man, I don't trust the damn DeFi coins. I just don't. And I know that a bird told me that Jolly told people to buy 5 different ones today. Do better, Jolly. You're not going to watch this because you don't care about people like me. I'm a nobody. But maybe somebody knows you and is watching this and is going to go, oh, that dude's being a dick to Jolly. Well, the answer is, yeah, I said it. What you going to do about it? All right. So, Binance Coin has a pretty good look here. Over there. Over there. Yeah, I like Binance Coin. I'm not saying it's got major numbers, but the chart is just about free of resistance. It's got similar percentage gains as XRP, The thing is, it's almost an all-time high. And once this thing goes to all-time high again, I'm not sure it's coming back for a long time. So you're probably going to get a push up here and then another retracement and then another push. And that's going to be the end of it. It's going to have to fall back after that. But I think there's plenty of gains to get, but they're in the hundreds, not in the thousands. Yeah, that's in the hundreds. 400 or 500%, something like that. Shit, I just clicked on the wrong button. EOS. Well, I'd love to, but I accidentally just closed out my charts. EOS, which was mentioned by Congress, down as hell. Okay. Very similar to XRP, less resistance. There. It's got less, but it's still going to take a while, okay? And we're pulling fibs on it from June 19, okay? It hasn't done anything yet. So that's good because there's a lot of percentage available. But it needs to get moving. Time's a wasting. Alright, so looks like 1414 is going to be a target on this one, not 1618. On the count of there's resistance there. Like I said, every chart's different. If you can't understand that, then you shouldn't be looking. About 700% on EOS, but it's going to take you several months to get there. 6 months to a year to get there. The stake and pull some XTZ, eGold, ADA built DeFi protocols in their depths, so the DeFi business in the building with others will monopolize to them at some point. ERC20 payment system DeFi is showing strong growth too. Yeah, see, other people are trying to do, like Ethereum realized they screwed up a proof of work, so they're making Ethereum 2.0 that does not run off of proof of work. So yeah, it kind of proves that proof of work is kind of useless. It's good for people who can spend the money on the machines to mine it, but otherwise it's, it's kind of useless. Bitcoin, it takes up to 6 hours to get a payment through. Ethereum's fees have tripled for one payment. You know what I mean? Like XRP costs you a fraction of a penny to send. That's what XRP is great for. If you want to hold some just to send money around, brilliant idea because it moves quick, it's extremely cheap, and they've never lost a payment. All right, so it's almost 2 a.m. here. I'm going to go attempt to sleep a little bit. You guys are badass for hanging out with me. It's fucking awesome of you. I hope some people learn some stuff. I hope nobody got offended by me talking shit to you. I appreciate the hell out of everybody. Y'all guys are whipping ass. Everybody keeps showing up in the chat and doing their thing. We've only ever had to kick out one member, and that's Jolly. We might move Mullet out because he hasn't ever came back. We'll see about that. We'll have another spot open. Right now we have one spot open. If anybody wants to come in or has somebody they want to bring in. We just got Dustin in here. No, none of you guys have talked to Dustin Deo, but Dustin Deo is a big hopium guy, okay? And he's finally starting to understand that's not how it works. He's been over on Owlboy's stream from day one. Okay, it's going to be a tough nut to crack. So if everybody could be cool with him and hang with him, okay? I know it's going to be tough because we're going to get some guys in here at some point who just aren't going to understand. And that's hard. I get it. But everybody deserves a chance to understand, okay? Everybody came from somewhere, all right? Everybody deserves a chance to learn this. You don't have to. It's really up to you to put the time in and learn it. It's free. I'm offering you what's probably at least $5,000 worth of stuff, because that's what the Holy Grail cost over in the file section. The Holy Grail's in there and explains everything I know. Anybody who wants to read the Holy Grail, please have at it. That's free $5,000 course. And then whatever else this would cost if I charged. I don't know what it would cost if I charged. So that shit's free too. I just want people to hang out with, okay? I want to get rich together. That's all I'm asking for. Anyway, appreciate y'all fellas. I'll see y'all in the Telegram group at 5:30 in the morning, because I'm not going to check it right now. I'm going to bed. I'll take this damn dog out. Bitch is over here asleep as hell. And then I'll see y'all fellas in the morning. I appreciate everything. Y'all take it easy. Peace.